just out living on a gravel road. There ain't no secrets.
How would you describe your music?
Well, I would say at face value, it's country music. But I think when you dive a little deeper, it's really story-based country music. I think my records are special because everything is real instruments. We don't use any tracks, which is kind of unique these days. And we talk a lot about travel and adventure and love and family, and hopefully you can find your own story in there as well.
Tell me how you first got started. When did you know you wanted to be a musician?
I feel like I was just born with a song inside my heart, and I haven't been able to turn it off since. There's like a video of me singing Can You Feel the Love Tonight on the front porch when I'm like 3 years old. And I started writing songs super little. I think I got my first guitar at 7 or 8, and even though I didn't know how to play chords yet, I would just strum away and sing about everything I could see, the birds and the flowers and my family. And I mean, half the time I'm still singing about the birds and the flowers, so here we are.
Tell me a little bit about some of your early influences. Who did you want to be like?
Oh my gosh, I get so excited just thinking about it. So I grew up on 90s country radio, which I think a lot of people will say was like a golden era of country music, and we had some really strong female voices at the time. So Shania Twain, Leanne Womack, Leanne Rimes, Sarah Evans, Martina McBride, Reba. I mean, these women just were not afraid to speak their mind, and they could belt. Faith Hill. I mean, I just grew up with the radio on all the time, and then Miranda Lambert came in and changed my world, and I was like, that is what I want to do. The sentimental Miranda Lambert stuff, I can make my own version of that.
So you want to be a storyteller, right, in your music. So when did you first start writing music, and when did you say, well, I want to be a storyteller, not just I fell in love and didn't fall in love, all that stuff?
Well, I feel like, I fell in love and I didn't fall in love is good material, and I definitely have plenty of love songs, but I feel like you can find these unique pieces of ordinary life and really bring some beauty to those moments and highlight them as the unique, special moments that they are, even though they might seem mundane to some people. And I feel like I've been writing and trying to tell these stories for a long time without getting too depressing. My dad was sick when I was little. He had cancer for a long time, and I'll sing some songs about that tonight as well. But just that's a lot to process for a 12-year-old, and I feel like songwriting really helped me deal with some of those emotions, and I feel like it's still helping me kind of navigate my way through life.
So the concert on January 19th featured a band. You usually do a lot of solo work. Why did you decide to use a band for StudioAmped, and who are some of those folks?
Well, Billy told me I had to play with a band, so that was the one. No, I'm kidding. I love playing with the band. Anytime we get an opportunity to come together, I am just thrilled. And I kind of like the diversity of being able to do these intimate songwriter venues that are real listening rooms, and then kind of like the big, more festival, fun party band stuff. And I feel like StudioAmped really pairs those things because it is a full band fun show, but it's also definitely a listening room, which is really unique and probably my favorite kind of place to be.
So tell me about who are the musicians?
I love these people. So Stephen Upton is on drums. He's been playing with me for quite a while. Fred Bound has been with us for a couple years on bass. My friend Jonathan Pouzon is playing electric guitar. He's also a great songwriter, and he plays around Northwest Florida a lot as well. And then Jessica Hyatt on fiddle. I love when I get a fiddle player in the band. I don't live in Texas, but if I did, I'd be set.
So what does the future hold for you, Jessie?
So my new album just dropped on November 19th, so it is out everywhere now. You can hear it on Spotify, iTunes, Pandora, Apple Music, my website, jessieritter.com, so make sure you're listening to that. And there's going to be lots of shows and more performances and more music coming your way in the coming years.
When you fall so fast, living like we're 17.